just a thought. Just speaking of Lisa, that right there, like it's moments like that with her being forced off the station and blindsided
For sure.
and all that. That to me seems like a pinnacle moment for all this. The way the old world versus the new.
I can tell you that they 100% thought their mentality was, I mean, yeah, so when CTV, earlier I talked about the passion and the vision that so CTV was a corporation of 5,000 people across the country. And when we were purchased by Bell, we became 65 or 70,000. And you know what that does? That just makes you another number on the wall.
Right.
And so when they busted out Canada M and they announced Your Morning the following Monday, that forever bruised the launch of that show. They took it because people were so pissed at Canada M. They thought when Lisa, they made the switch, that would die down in maybe a week or two. Quite frankly,
really
it
thought
still
that?
hasn't. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh for sure. And it still hasn't died down now. And they on top of all that, and I have a lot of respect for Omar Sachedina. I worked with him on Canada M when we went. We did a failed 6-hour show, but then they forced him 1 hour after Lisa put her video out to say, so proud to be stepping in the shoes following the likes of Lloyd and Harvey Kirk, without even mentioning Lisa. But he was put in an impossible position. Then they put him on all the local newscasts the same night. And so they just misgauged. But I think I got to stop here and say this. They don't care. So that's obvious. Like, they don't care. They maybe misgauged something, but,
they move on.
They move on. So, there was a petition in the Globe and Mail, which was, they don't care. Anne Murray signed this, but all politicians all signed this email or this letter about Lisa. And of course, I think a little, what it did do, and I think Lisa would tell you that it has brought up the issue of ageism in the workplace, of the way women are treated in the workplace. And
Sure.
she's so right about this. I mean, her and a producer were identified by one news writer, Brian Lilly from the Toronto Sun, as all the people in the newsroom, said they were mean girls. Why? Well, but if that were two men, they would say, well, these guys were really assertive and knew what they wanted.
100%.
If it's two women, they're mean girls. And
Sure.
So that's the thing. And Lisa is doing a spectacular job now of, first of all, she's got great projects in supporting women from Afghanistan and the Canadian Journalism for Human Rights. Mm-hmm. And she's been to Africa and to try to mentor people over there. But I think at the end of the day, well, I do believe it was an 80 to 85% money issue. The little 15% there really has brought it wasn't a Me Too moment for Canadian news, but it was another moment in that area which pointed out the perils of being a woman in broadcast, no matter how long you'd been a woman in broadcast. And she's very passionate about that, remains very passionate, has done a lot of stuff speaking about that. And she's got now, she didn't want to leave when she did, I'm sure, but it's funny, like in everything, right? I mean, this new door has opened, and she's become a very legitimate isn't even the word. She's become the most powerful asset right now for working women and getting the plight of what's going on out there in the public, because it's been going on for years and years and years. But I do love that Mean Girls thing. If two males are doing it, oh yeah, they're very
100%.
assertive and know what they want. If two women do it, oh, they're Mean Girls.
Totally.
Yeah.
And if she ever did this podcast, all I'd want to talk about is the power of shoe.
Yeah.
Totally.
That'd be the only reason to have her on.
I would think.
I think it's
I
awesome.
can't imagine.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about it?